It's the 13th of September and we've just had a lovely sunny Sunday afternoon at the allotment doing some harvesting. We've got a lovely blue sky for a change.
It's late afternoon though, isn't it? We're a bit late
Yeah,
doing
we
this.
are.
There's sort of been a lot going on the plot, a lot of strimming and the like.
A lot of machinery noise.
Wait until it all quietened down a bit.
We've got the one cardoon still standing, but looking a little bit tattered, and the other cardoon tattered is an understatement. Yeah, the flowers are finished. Instead of having potatoes in this part of the plot now, they've all been dug up, and now we've planted overwintering onions. We've got one area with radar onions, that's at the far end near Ruby, and this part here is sensu with 3 little short rows of Casablanca garlic, which, even though I've said we'll never grow it again because it never does any well, you always do, don't you? So we'll see what happens this year.
Come, Rubes.
You'll have to excuse the shadows with it being late afternoon. We've got some rather long shadows that we can't avoid.
Shadows.
Pardon?
We don't often have shadows.
No, we don't. Maybe we should be grateful for having shadows.
Our Rose Jacqueline Dupre is still in flower. It seems to have been flowering for...
It does flower
this
a
summer.
long time, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Even though we don't get around to deadheading it as we should.
We do some deadheading, but,
yeah, but I mean,
once you start harvesting, you can't keep up with deadheading.
No.
I want that to be really thickly mulched this year because it's supposed to stop them getting black spot, which they do suffer from, don't they?
Yeah.
There's a lot of tidying up of that bed to be done. Yeah, we get a lot of bindweed in it.
Elders also need a good cut back, don't they, this year?
Yeah. Two empty beds at this side ready for digging. Or I should say cultivating. And then we've got a bed of safari French beans, which went in after the Brassicas came out, didn't it?
It did, yeah. I think they're a bit later this year than last.
They may be, but they have got some little beans, haven't they?
Yeah, there are some little beans, yeah.
And we do tend to harvest them from this bed as tiny beans, don't we? As fine beans, if you like.
Well, as soon as they're ready, we get them, don't we? There's no point leaving them at this time of year.
I think Ruby's eyeing up the apples.
Yeah, she loves apples. She's eyeing up the one we missed. The Egremont russet we missed.
Did we miss one?
Yeah.
Oh, she'll spot it.
Ruby had some Egremont russet at coffee time, didn't she?
She did.
Come on then, Rubes. No, this way, come on. No, you're not having another apple.
Whoops.
So this is a bed of late Brassicas, isn't it?
It is.
It's a collection from D.T. Brown. It'll be a question of just seeing what we can get off these. There's some cabbages, cauliflower and Rudolph, isn't it?
Broccoli.
Rube's
and then up at this end we've got 4, is it 4?
Hang on, Rube's is in a knot.
Never work with animals. At this end we've got, is it 4 autumn giant cauliflowers?
Yep.
And then moving over to this side of the plot. Again, lots have been dug up, haven't they, on this part?
So they were our overwintering onions last year in this first bed, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
That's disappeared. That's ready for digging over.
We have got some blackberries still, haven't we? We didn't pick any blackberries today. But the main new thing we've got at this side have been the Crown Prince squash. That was just a leftover plant, wasn't it?
Yep. And then the main bed, there's 5 in there, isn't there? 5 big Crown Prince squashes. Then, as you'll see, the next bed up with Brassicas is ready for, well, almost ready for clearing out. Seeded broccoli, but there are some cabbages left in the middle, which is why it's still covered up.
And this was a mixed bed, wasn't it? Odds and ends.
This is just about ready. I can see there's one lettuce that hopefully will last through this week, and we'll get that towards the end of the week.
This was where we used up the last of our pea seeds, and plants are flowering, so we'll have to see if we get anything off them. We had 1 or 2 kohlrabis, didn't we, at this end?
Yep. Almost. We had this red lettuce that we had just all seeded. None of it actually produced anything usable. We're not going that way, Ruby, we're going this way.
Few runner beans left to pick.
Yeah, after a very slow start, they've done very well, haven't they?
They have.
We had Moonlight and Enorma, didn't we?
We did, but we liked Moonlight better.
Moonlight best, yeah.
They've got smoother skins, haven't they?
Yeah, I just thought the beans seemed tenderer, didn't they?
Yeah.
Tender is the right word.
And then we've harvested quite a few carrots.
Yeah, we've nearly finished our first batch of
Romance.
I think Rubes likes carrots as well, and she's not spotted all
She
those
does. Yet. Let's get her away from the carrots quickly. Come on, Ruby.
Come on, Rubes. We did have all these tomato plants in here, but unfortunately blight struck, so we've had nothing off them.
They were all San Marzano, weren't they?
Yeah, they were all going to be winter tomato sauce.
They were.
But looks like ours will be coming in tins.
We have got some tomato sauce that we've done.
Yeah. Dahlias have done very well, haven't they?
They have.
Just a pity we haven't more colours, but we were sort of limited as to what we could get early on in the season, weren't we, with
We were going to get more tubers, weren't we? But then with lockdown we never got any.
But the ones we have done really well.
They have. We've just picked over the pear trees, haven't we?
We have Del San. We'd already picked Invincible, hadn't we?
Yeah, and what Red Williams had 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Del San's done the best ever this year, hasn't it?
Yeah. The only main fruit we've got left now is Quince, isn't it?
There is an odd Quince. Look, there's one there.
A few. Smaller than last year.
Oh, there's quite a few there.
Yeah.
Blueberries are finished.
Starting to get their autumnal colours out there, blueberries.
Yeah, they are.
I'm going this way because I collide with the pear tree that way. Come on, Rubes. Come on, down this one. Good go. So even the pear trees are starting to take on a bit of autumn colour too. The other thing, we picked our Cox's apples, didn't we, as well as Del San.
We did, yeah.
And our apple Hedge, what we think are golden delicious, we also picked those this afternoon. So it's been wonderful for Ruby loving apples.
We found another fruit she loves as well, which we'll show you in a minute. Got 2 pots of cranberries down here. One's just about ripe.
And the other's quite different.
Yeah, the other one didn't have many flowers. We don't know if they're different varieties or what really. When we bought them, they just said cranberries.
Yeah.
Some nice little cyclamens all over the place.
Plums are no rubes. Plums are all finished, aren't they? Ruby, no.
Yeah. Well, this is the other fruit that Ruby's decided she likes. Raspberries.
She managed to snaffle a few off the bottom of the branches and found she liked them.
And just 1 or 2 courgette plants there. They're not the best ones, are they? But
no.
They have produced fruit.
Well, we've had enough for what we want, haven't we?
We have.
More than enough for what we want, so...
And we've got our...
So these are what we thought were going to be disastrous beds early on, aren't they?
They are, yeah, they were.
These 2 we thought were no hopers, but we've had plenty of beans and courgettes off, haven't we?
We have, yeah. And we've got parsnips in this bed.
Oh. Go on.
And in this bed are some broad bean plants.
Experimental these, aren't they?
Yeah.
We totally failed on spring and summer sowings, and I saw that DT Brown had some that were supposed to grow, plant in autumn and pick them in autumn. But I think the plants were too leggy when they came. They're just trying to flower, but I'll be amazed if we get any
I suppose
beans
it'll depend what happens to the weather now,
I suppose if we
won't
get
it?
another nice couple of months. Trouble is, it's the days are drawing in, aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't
Maybe
quite
it's a
so much
variety that
daylight.
doesn't need long days, I
Oh.
don't know.
Possibly, who knows?
Our main 3 courgette plants.
Rubes, stop eating courgette leaves.
They're prickly,
They do
Ruby.
feed you.
And then
So these were just leftover runner bean plants, weren't they? These were just...
there were a mixture. Some were runner beans, some were climbing French beans.
But rather than waste them, we decided we'd see if we could get anything in this bed. And to be quite honest, a few weeks after they were planted, we thought they were just about dead.
Actually, we replanted quite a few because slugs got the first lot.
Yeah.
We just filled this with mainly flowers, didn't we?
Yeah, it was sort of what we had left, wasn't it, to put in. But after a poor start, it's gone really well.
Go this way, there's a sunspot there.
Oops, come this side. Good girl.
Cosmoses have suddenly shot, haven't they?
Yeah.
Got 1 or 2 sweet peas. Yeah. The sweet peas haven't done. That's about the limit of our sweet pea flowers this year. Then there's some Amazon Perpetual spinach.
Did you sow that poppy, or is that a...
Which
fluke?
poppy?
This one here.
No, I didn't. Oh yes, I did actually. I did sow some poppies there.
So that's one's made it.
Down this one,
Come on, Ruby, leave the raspberries.
we've got the odd cornflower that's come through as well.
Yeah, there was one over the
Cornflowers
other
have been
side.
pathetic. Then here we've got some more squash. These ones are Ochiki Kuri.
There's quite a lot on this one.
Yeah, there's 2 there.
I'm not sure they'll all sort
There's
of...
one there.
No, Rubes. I'm not sure they'll all ripen, but...
Another one. And look, there's three among there.
And then there's two trying to climb up the peas.
Yeah. That lot of peas were the third lot we sowed, and they've all been picked over now. Starting to get mildew. Over the far side, the raspberries have all been tied in ready. All the new canes have been tied in and the old canes taken out. And what have we got in here?
So these last few are kale, aren't they, from that?
Yeah, it's called Reflex.
Yes, from that DT Brown collection. And then the rest are some Brassicas that we've grown. This was sown July time, I think.
So some are Savoy cabbage,
some
aren't they?
Savoy cabbages, some cauliflowers, another lot of
cabbages.
I think there were two different cabbages, and there might have been a broccoli. Can't remember without looking on the plan. And then a whole batch of beds that are ready for digging, isn't there?
That's right.
We're not having raspberries, Rubes, we're going the other way. Come.
Come on, Ruby. Leeks?
Yeah, not looking too badly now, are they?
We didn't think these leeks were going to grow, did we?
No.
So Martin ordered some Leek Plants, which are these smaller ones, and we planted those. So with any amount of luck, we shouldn't be short of leeks.
No. These are almost to the stage where some of them would be used if you had to, wouldn't they?
Mm.
But hopefully they'll do some more growing, yeah.
Strawberry beds. The strawberries have actually got some flowers on, believe it or not. And I did find a red strawberry the other day, but when I turned it over, something had found it before me.
And then this side is brassicas that are just about ready.
We've got some sprouts somewhere in here, haven't we?
Yeah, they're ones that...
These are the sprouts,
so we've got cabbages, some savoys that look really good, sprouts coming along, a different cabbage.
I think, have we not got some Cranberries in here? Some Monclano Cranberries,
that's
haven't we?
finished. Now we've red cabbage in here as well, haven't we? That looks as though it's going to be okay. And then another batch of beds that are now almost cleared. Certainly the potatoes were in that far bed.
And these were peas.
Peas. Oh, Ruby's just unplugged me. Can you just take a minute, sir, please?
What have you done, madam? Hmm? What have you done? Ruby, what have you done?
Right, hopefully we're back. And let's come this side to take.
Then we've got another bed of squash. These are green ones. There's one in here somewhere.
So I think it's in here, look.
Oh, there it is. Muscat de Provence. Then the only other thing left for clearing are the stands of sweet corn, which we harvested the other day, and found that somebody
had been eating it.
Had been there before us. We're not too sure who. Some sort of rodent. And shall we look at the harvest?
Yeah, okay. Come on, Rubes.
So if we wander back, the other thing we've done today is to do quite a bit of harvesting.
Go on, Rubes. Keep going. Go on.
So we've got some carrots, romance, what were they? Moonlight, runner beans, mixture of courgettes, Defender and Aurelia, I think the other one's called. The last of the peas from the mildewy plants. Is she after those apples?
No, she's after cranberries now.
Which apples are those ones?
They're golden delicious. Oh, we think they're golden delicious.
Golden delicious.
There's a couple of those that we think might be discovery that I just picked up.
Then these are egremont russet.
Yeah. 2 buckets of egremont russet.
Are they egremont russet?
No, they're egremont russet that you're looking at. And the other bucket's Dalsam
pears. These pears look exactly like egremont russet apples, don't they?
Yeah.
We'll have to be careful there.
And then the other coxes.
Coxes, queen cox.
Queen cox, yeah.
And then among the remnants of our coffee, we've got some, are they Shirley tomatoes? And some all gold raspberries.
So I think that's it.
It is, yeah.
So thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye, Ruby. Ruby! She's saying goodbye, really. Bye.